Christmas may be over, but the Pokemon fun never ends. So welcome back everyone to Pokemon Christmas, the Johto Legacy. In the last episode, we took down the first gym here in Violet City, and that was of course Falkner. And now Christmas has happened. It's now 2 days later. I've been gone. Who knows where I've been, but apparently my hair's a different color now, so who would have thunk it, man? But in the last episode, we also got ourselves a nice new Pokemon, and that was Beetle the Ralts, which is normally not a second gen Pokemon. You can see a little bit weird looking of a sprite because we're not used to seeing that Pokemon here in Johto. But we also caught Lenny the Growlithe, and in today's episode, we were actually about to head off to the Union Cave, but I realized that we don't yet have the HM for Flash, and so we're going to be taking on the Flash himself, Mr. Barry Allen, in a battle against, something, I don't really know. We're actually going to be heading up the Sprout Tower to get the HM for Flash, which is a little bit different. So if you guys are excited for some more Christmas fun, make sure to leave a like. And like I said, to explain a few things, I have been gone for a little while. You guys may have noticed that, obviously, because I haven't posted throughout this weekend, but I was actually kind of now more so celebrating my birthday and Christmas because since it all happened on a weekday, actually my birthday itself was on a Monday, I didn't really get to do much. So this weekend I kind of took a break and did my own thing, and I was barely even on Twitter. So yeah, pretty crazy time, I gotta say, the whole weekend in general, but I did have a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday break, your Christmas. I know that most of you guys out there that go to school are still off, so that's awesome. I'm actually gonna try to really step forward now and post some more videos for you guys that are still on break, because I know a lot of people out there ask me like, bro, I don't have any school right now, why aren't you posting more videos? Because I need some videos to watch. But it looks like in this new Sprout Tower, for whatever reason, there's like barely anything. Like, we just walked up 2 stairs and now we're already fighting the sages at the very tippy top. Whereas I remember in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I guess, there were a lot more sages. Or maybe I'm thinking of some other kind of sage. Isn't a sage like a kind of like seasoning or something like that? I'm not really sure. There's a lot of seasonings, man. I was actually at the store the other day. Well, I was at the very big store. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday too, so I have very bad memory. Who is Vixen? Okay, I messed up on the name, so some of them have all caps names, some of them have lowercase names, so it's kind of confusing, so makes it hard to remember which Pokemon is which. But I do know that Vixen is definitely our starter Quilava. It's just that his name is all in caps, which is kind of how you're supposed to have it in this generation, I feel like, because all the names of all the Pokemon are all in all caps. It's like they're screaming them out all the time. It's like, you can't just send out Vixen. No, it's not like, Vixen, I choose you. No, it's Vixen, I choose you. Like, you have to scream it out, you know. I don't know if my example made the most sense there, but we got Hoot as well. So the Sprout Tower itself, not only known for its very wide variety of Bellsprouts, but also the occasional owl, which is kind of creepy because there's this little owl statue that we found outside the house, and I've been keeping it around. You might see it in the background of a video someday. I don't know. It's a very creepy statue though, so if you definitely see it in a video sometime, just know it was put there on purpose and it wasn't some kind of like little practical joke or something. It's a prank, bro, it's a prank. But what I was trying to talk about though that I totally forgot about is that Beetle just got his butt kicked by a little Bellsprout. Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta get out of here. But this game that I've been doing here, Pokemon Christmas, since Christmas is now over, it doesn't really make sense for it to continue as Pokemon Christmas. And so I thought about switching the title over from Pokemon Christmas to actually be Johto Legacy, which I always had in the title anyway, but maybe we should switch them around because I feel like the whole game isn't going to go throughout all of Christmas. And I mean, it does have some very winter and Christmas themed stuff in the game, but it's not enough that I feel like the whole game is Pokemon Christmas itself. I mean, it's kind of got the 2 titles because of that. It's got Pokemon Christmas and then Johto Legacy, so it's like a Pokemon game based around the whole holiday and winter theme. I don't know, so let me know what you guys think. Should it be Johto Legacy or should it be Pokemon Christmas? I guess Pokemon Christmas is kind of a shorter and catchier title, but I don't know if it really aptly represents the game that we're going to be playing from now on because, well, I mean, from the beginning we've been playing the same game, but I don't know if you get what I'm saying, guys. If you do, then help me out. If not, then, you know, it is a-okay. You don't have to help me out. Instead, you can help me out with something else, which is actually that I'm trying to do this really cool giveaway for New Year's. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I really want to do, like, because I know a lot of people around this time actually, like, well, with Christmas going on and then the New Year, there's a lot of gifting just going on. So I really wanted to give back something to you guys that have been watching for a while because, I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And of course, every YouTuber always says that, but I feel like I don't say it enough. So yeah, thank you guys. And I wanted to do something for you guys before the end of the year. So yeah, I mean, I know people love themselves some giveaways, so I don't know if I want to do exactly a giveaway or exactly what I want to do, but lately just thinking about, you know, with going out and all this kind of stuff, I had a lot of time just off the computer and finally able to think about what's going on, like, and reflect on stuff, I guess, over the last year. And I really want to end off with a bang for some reason, and I feel like giving something back to you guys would be a cool way to do that. So I mean, if you have any other ideas for any cool stuff that I can do before the end of the year, definitely let me know that as well. But it looks like Beetle is dead right now, which kind of sucks because I wanted him to get some more experience in this last battle, because we're right now only on the 3rd stage. That's kind of crazy to think about, because there's a total of just 4, and somehow we've been in this Sprout Tower for like who knows how many minutes already, and we're still only on the 3rd guy. Bruh, how did that happen? I don't really know, but I guess Vixen's probably going to get level 16 off of this. I mean, we have Lenny the Grovyle, or not Grovyle, Growlithe. That's definitely 2 very different Pokemon there, Grovyle and Growlithe. But I got the Growlithe in the team. I don't know if I want to use it because it's another fire type. I said I caught it because it's like the new Fabi, you know. We got the little fox, and then you got the little whatever Growlithe is, like a little puppy. I think he was just a puppy Pokemon, but I don't really think of Growlithe as a puppy. He's kind of like a wolf. I guess a wolf and a fox. The wolf and the fox, that's what it is. Isn't it like a Disney thing? And they made those 2 Pokemon, the wolf and the fox, I guess. I'm not really quite sure Growlithe is a wolf, but I mean, Arcanine sure looks like one. But here is the final stage, the final test. Allow me to check the dices between your Pokemon and you. Okay, man, you go ahead and do that. I'm not sure how you do that, honestly. I mean, we're just right now having a Pokemon battle, Sagely. You get it? Because he's a Sagely guy, and they made his name Sage Lee, like the name Lee, you know, but he's actually just Sagely. Like, I think Sagely is a word that means a kind person or something. Maybe I'm making this up right now, but I feel like that's what a sage would be known as. A very kind and wise person that has 5 Pokemon on his team. Jeez Louise, brother. I really wish I still had Beetle around, because Beetle could get a lot of experience from this. Like, he's only level 9 right now. We got him at like 5 or something, so he's already been getting plenty of good levels, but we really need some more on him, because he's not going to get good, as the kids say, until he's evolved into at least a Gardevoir. I'm not sure if Gallade's in this game. I mean, that might be a thing. I really don't know like how many Pokemon are even in this, to be honest, but that's why I kind of want to keep playing it along, because it's not really your average Johto game. It has a lot of very like things that you don't really see in Johto very often, I guess you could say. Like, for example, a guy with 1 billion Hoot-Hoots. Holy moly, dude. How many Hoot-Hoots does this guy actually have? And am I even going to be able to live to fight another day here? Because we're level 17, but his last Pokemon's Bellsprout, so never mind. Crisis averted. We're okay. Ember's totally going to smoke this guy because he's a plant, and that's what you do with plants. You smoke them. Or not really. You kind of do a lot of things with plants. Smoking them is probably the worst thing that you could do with those plants. Yeah, not a good idea. Maybe for Sagely, though, who almost gave us 420, actually, after beating that battle. So maybe it was all an epic prank, bro. Anyway, we get HM05, so I guess the prank itself gave us something out of it, at least. We got Flash. So the whole reason we came even up here to do that was kind of because we need it. Over in Union Cave, it's really dark in there, and I recommend you guys also go get Flash. Anyway, we're back over here because something's going on. Hello, you have some good Pokemon there. Must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. Heck yeah, dude, I even beat the gym. Take this. Oh, it's a Miracle Seed. Must be a miracle that I didn't see that one coming, because this guy always gives you a Miracle Seed, so I actually did see it coming. But anyway, now that we've got Flash, like I said, we can actually traverse through Union Cave, which is usually pretty dark and spooky, especially in the older games. Flash was actually very necessary. Like, nowadays, they make Flash kind of be a minor inconvenience. Like, you don't really need it, but it kind of helps out to get it. But it's really not necessary. In this game, however, I would say it was definitely necessary, especially if you've never been through a cave before, like in, what's it called? Ruby and Sapphire, they had that little cave in Dewford Town, which was called, oh, what was it, just Dewford Cave? I don't actually know. The place where you first meet Steven, that place has a very dark area at the bottom, and you kind of need Flash to be able to traverse it, but I feel like most people actually never really got Flash and just kind of worked their way through it without needing Flash or without using it. But in these games, the caves were actually very confusing to get through. So something, even with Flash, they were kind of hard to get through. So imagine doing it without any sort of help. Yeah, it's not going to be a good time for you or for me. So let's go ahead and take down the Zubat, which actually I thought for a second would be doing super effective damage, but then I remembered that in this game, even though we have Beetle and he is not a Pokemon from this game, he still is not going to have that fairy typing, or at least I don't think so. Man, why do I never have any healing items ever in like any Pokemon game? Look at this. The only thing I've got are Oran berries, bro. Like, what is wrong? What kind of Pokemon trainer am I that I never have any potions? Oh, well, we're on the railroad now. I did not think this is what the railroad tracks would look like here. I don't know if this is what they originally looked like, because I know now it's like an elevated bridge above the character instead of like actual train tracks that you drive over, but I guess they changed that around. They said, you know, it's kind of dangerous for kids to be walking around on top of train tracks. Actually, it's kind of dangerous for anyone to be talking or doing anything around train tracks for that matter. I know sometimes you got to drive over them, and it's really scary because there's a couple of those here, and I've been lately trying to drive more so that I can actually get my license and get a car. So it's been pretty scary because there was actually one time where there was a train, and I thought to myself, man, I should totally be like the movie guy and then speed right past the train before it comes. But then I realized that kind of thing only happens in movies, and if I were to try to do that in real life, I'd probably end up not having a good time. Maybe not even here making this video right now. Maybe that's actually what happened throughout this weekend, is I went ahead and I did the Fast and the Furious, and then, you know, things didn't end up going well, and so now that's why I've been gone the last few days, because I actually died, and now you're just watching the ghost of MunchingOrange. So welcome to MunchingOrange Ghost TV, even though it's not really TV around here. They call them YouTube channels for a reason, right? It's kind of supposed to be like a TV channel, but for YouTube, I don't know. Honestly, I never really got that. Like, I think they just called them YouTube channels because they kind of only knew TV back in the day, so they were like, well, you know what? They have channels on TV. Why not have channels on YouTube as well? Huh. That's actually, I never thought about it, but even YouTube's logo is like a little TV, so even in a way, even though people say YouTube is killing television, YouTube also, like, really did take a lot of its stuff from television. I honestly didn't even think about, like, TV channels being a thing. I just thought, like, YouTube channel, oh, that's a cool name, right? But I never even thought about it being like a TV channel. All right, Vixen, you gotta come in once again because our friend Beetle can't even handle a guy with 4 Magikarps. There's always this guy in every Pokemon game. Don't ask me why, I really don't get it. It's Fisher Justin this time around. Wow, sploosh, guys. Sploosh. That's kind of gross. Isn't that something? Okay, we're not going to talk about Sploosh anymore because it's kind of gross. But we got some more fishes to fry over here, and I actually kind of wish that Beetle was still alive because it would be a nice experience for him. Oh, look, it's not even a fish, dude. It's a Poliwag. Wow, what a cute Pokemon. And another one. You must be DJ Khaled, girl, because I am, yeah, you're dead. That's it. That was the joke I was trying to make. I mean, not that DJ Khaled is, but, you know, he's got another one. So we're going to go down to this Pokemon Center because I think there's usually a Pokemon Center down here. And then we can heal up and go and fight those guys that we skipped over because there's a couple of them. I feel like it might also be good of us to catch a Grass-type Pokemon because, well, we need Flash and someone needs to use it for us. So might as well get like a Grass-type or something that can learn Flash. Here's actually a hidden Great Ball confirming my little theory or idea that well, basically I didn't know whether hidden items did or didn't exist in this game. So I guess now we know that they're real because there was a very hidden Great Ball right there. It was great. It was a great time with a Great Ball. Hey, youngster Gordon. Gordon. Oh. Man, Whooper's got a creepy smile. I never quite noticed it, especially in these older school sprites. Like, seeing older Pokemon the actual way they were meant to be portrayed, because nowadays Pokemon look very different from the original way that they like intended the Pokemon to be. Like Pikachu used to be a big boy, man. Pikachu used to be like big. Like I'm talking he would eating a couple of McDonald's at least a day. A couple of McDoubles, I mean. But whatever you eat at McDonald's, the point is he was getting pretty big back then. And nowadays Pikachu's like super skinny and flexible and like, not flexible, that's not really the right word. Acrobatic, I guess. Like Ash's Pikachu used to be a lazy bum, and now he's actually like, well, I guess because he's his strongest Pokemon too, he's always the backbone of Ash. But then again, that is the anime, and Ash Ketchum doesn't really know quite what he's doing. But even in the games, like, Pikachu used to be really big, so it's cool to see the older school sprites, even though the ones in the original games were way worse. Like, they were pretty terrible back then. I mean, this Ditto's not really doing too hot himself right now, but all I'm saying is, they used to be even worse back in the day. Like, actually, I'm pretty sure I did a video about this with Jay Witz once, about, like, weird Pokemon sprites of the past, and oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Because I misclicked Growl, Beetle doesn't even get to take out the Shadow Vixen that Ditto created. It's kind of sad, man. I hear some Pokemon like to hide in trees. I don't have a DM for Headbutt, so I can't try it out yet, though. So sad. Wow. So that's it, you're just gonna tell us about it, but not actually help us out with our situation, bro? A battle sounds cool. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call. From Russia. I'm getting a phone call from Russia right now. Alright, well, now that the Russians are done calling me, let's hope we can take out Camper Roland and his little Nidoran. Okay, well, I was hoping for more than just a Nidoran, bro. I was saying, like, you know, Russia's calling me. I bet they're declaring like some kind of challenge on me right now, like a Pokemon battle or something, but ended up being the fact that he just had a Nidoran, and that's about it. So, if I'm not mistaken, there's a fisherman down here that we have yet to battle. He's a good angler, but an even better trainer, guys. He's got you with them good angles. Sometimes he'll be like, girl, if you were a triangle, you'd be a cute one. Boom. And if I was a triangle, I'd definitely be obtusing you or something. That one doesn't really work out. I mean, you can make a pun out of a cute angle because it's like a cute angle, but you can't really make an obtuse pun, can you? Unless you're trying to say no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm not gonna try it anymore. Can we please kill this Goldeen? Holy crap, it's just a fish. How hard can it be to take a fish down? Jeez Louise, dude. It can't even breathe out of water. If you really think about it, you could beat any wild water Pokemon easily. Just pull it out of the water and it's dead. It can't even breathe, dude. Union Cave wasn't always this dark. All the snow and ice covered up the natural skylights. Now you'll need flash to navigate. Huh. I thought that Union Cave was always very dark. Or maybe I'm thinking of just the basement of it because, yeah, I think it was just the basement of it that was dark and the actual Union Cave itself was never really super dark. So maybe I'm totally wrong about everything I've been saying earlier, but the point is, we really did need to get Flash in order to traverse this place, and you're gonna see why in just a second. But first, there's one more trainer. Oh, she was on the phone. I think this is the person that called me from Russia. I don't think that Johto is in Russia. I think it's a little bit more in Japan. Sounds like it to me, but maybe, you never know, man. Maybe Japan and Russia have been having some kind of conversations. Maybe Area 11 is actually gonna become a real thing. Maybe I'll grow to level 13. All of these things and more will be answered in the next episode. Just kidding, because we're actually going to be taking on Union Cave right now, right here. And okay, never mind. This isn't quite as bad as I thought. Like, you can kind of make out what's going on outside, well, in the cave without Flash, but it's still a little bit too difficult for my cup of tea. So what we're going to do is go ahead and catch ourselves a Sandshrew. And I know that it can't learn Flash, so I'm not sure why I'm doing this right now, but I guess I caught a Sandshrew, guys. Hooray. Why am I adding this? What am I doing right now? Stop it. I don't want you, Sandshrew. But now I have you, so I can't really stop myself from not wanting you. I'm a boss at raising Pokemon. Well, I'm a boss at not being able to grab that item behind you, bro, or behind me. I was really only trying to grab that and get out of here because we really need a Flash Pokemon. But I guess now we're fighting another Sandshrew. Hey, took one down before. What's to say we can do it again, Ray? Yeah. Alright, well, it was a potion, so actually kind of helpful considering I never have any of these. But let's get out of this cave and I'll come back here with like an actual flashing Pokemon. Like Barry here, our newly acquired Whooper friend. And in case you didn't know, this guy can learn Flash. I'm not sure why, because he doesn't even have legs or pretty much anything really, but he can do that. He can also learn Ice Punch. Not sure if you guys do that one, but yep, Whooper can learn it. He doesn't have arms or punches for that matter because, you know, you kind of need arms to have fists and make punches. But this little thing here, it can flash, it can punch. What else can it do? Probably a lot of really cool things. I really can't tell you all of them, but Wooper's a pretty cool Pokemon, even though it doesn't have any arms. It can punch and it can flash, which we're going to demonstrate right now because we actually need to use Flash. So here we go, Barry. It's time for the Flash, the fastest man alive, and also the brightest light bulb all around. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe Wooper is actually just a light bulb. Like, it was designed as a Pokemon meant to be a light bulb, and that's why its design is kind of like just a big head and a little like part you can screw in, which is with the legs and stuff. Why are there so many Sandshrews in here, dude? I already caught one. I don't need any more. Oh boy, there's a lot of nice Batman in here too. Heading to Azalea? Yeah, let my Pokemon. Dude, let me point out for a second, or I guess reiterate the fact that we're sitting in a dark cave, like a very, very, very dark cave. There's like, you can barely see like 2 feet in front of you. And I ran into a fat man named Russell with a bunch of rocks that fight for him. That's what I would like to point out that is happening right now, in this very moment, in this game. Like, Pokemon is serious business, guys. You might think it's Pokemon, okay, it's just some kid like wandering through a cave with his little Pokemon pals, but actually, this cave is dark. Like, really dark and weird and creepy, and some fat dude just walked up to us. I mean, the fact that he's fat has nothing to do with it, but the fact that he's a creepy guy in a dark cave does. And he walks up to us just like that, and he says, hey man, you know, I heard you was looking for some, the key to success or whatever. So, that's basically it. If we hadn't used Flash in here, that's what we would be dealing with. So that's why I kept telling you to bring Flash, because you're gonna need it, man. You don't want to deal with that guy without having to see at least what he looks like beforehand, you know? Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe it's better not to see his face. But here's another guy, and we're gonna battle him too. There's a lot of guys in here. What even kind of... Oh, it's a cue ball again. Okay, for a second I thought it would be like a fire breather, because I know there's some of those in this cave usually, but I haven't seen any yet. So we're gonna take very quick care of all of these guys Zubats. Why do I even bother to fight every trainer? It's like half of the time they just end up having really, really dumb Pokemon like that. So I'm not sure, man. I guess it's just my OCD. I literally, whenever I play any video game, not just Pokemon, but really just any kind of game, I always try to 100% like everything about it. I don't know why. It's just like, it's just the way I play games, man. So even in Pokemon, I try to beat almost every single thing to it, which is why I'm kind of sad I have a bunch of like unfinished Pokemon projects, because I don't know, I generally try to finish everything I can in games, so it makes me kind of sad that I have some that aren't finished. But alright, we found an Onyx, didn't really get to catch it, so let's just get out of here. This guy roams in search of Pokemon far and wide. What are you, Ash Ketchum? Because you're roaming far and wide each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Or maybe you're just Larry with your lazy little Slowpoke that I can't really handle because it's Slowpoke and all I've got is confusion. So let's see, maybe Vixen with Ember can do better. Oh, okay, well, it's not very effective, but it definitely got the job done, because there goes Slowpoke in almost no time at all, and that might even be the double level up. Nope, almost. Come on, Larry, you couldn't finish off the episode with a oh, never mind, because here's May. Hi, I didn't know, I don't know who you are, to be honest, May. I want to show you my new Pokemon though, so we're gonna do another battle with our rival May, or Coordinator May. Huh. Her name is spelled, oh my gosh. She has a Fabby, dude. This is our soulmate. I've just met my soulmate, guys. I've been searching for years, generations, and I finally found her. The one true trainer that was meant to also have a Vulpix, and then, you know, it hurts itself in confusion and then it dies, so never mind. Maybe Coordinator May was not the one for me. I kind of thought for a second it might be, but turns out it's not, so whatever. I guess she also happens to have a Chikorita. Wait, so is this the last rival, or who is May exactly? Maybe I haven't been playing this game enough to realize it, but is this like one of our rivals, or is she just a random girl that happens to have a Chikorita? I'm not too certain, but I am certain about the fact that this episode is now over, because it's kind of been a while. So thank you all so much for watching. That was definitely fun, and we should do it again sometime. So see ya.